Hey, gang, how you guys doing? Good to talk to you guys again.
All
Likewise.
good, Dominique. And, Tiki and I were talking before, and it's very rare that there's any sort of underlying tension at an All-Star game. And obviously, Westbrook and Durant and how that's going to be handled is a subplot here. And I remember when I was a kid, and I think it was your first All-Star game. As the story goes, Isaiah Thomas froze out Michael Jordan. Did you feel that at all? Like, was there your recollection to that locker room? Was there any tension at all with those guys?
There was always tension with fierce competitors, but to that extent, no, I didn't see any of that.
What do you think happens? You see, Dominique, I think the onus here is on Steve Kerr to handle this the right way. If Russell Westbrook doesn't want to be out there with four Warriors, then I think it's up to Kerr to make sure that he kind of placates Westbrook, given the dynamic of how many All-Stars he has, who left the Oklahoma City Thunder. How do you think this plays out, and what do you think, Steve Kerr, how should he handle this?
Well, first of all, it's an all-star game. It's for the fans, and I think you have to put your personal preferences aside, and go out and you got to perform for the fans, and then you can resume your hatred of each other once the season starts. But the all-star game is for the fans, man, at the end of the day. So I think that's the thing that they have to look at more so than anything else.
Now, Dominique, I hear you, but you and I both know that Mr. Westbrook's a little bit of a different cat. Would have fit in very, very nicely in your generation. I don't know how amenable he's going to be to just kind of playing that game, and just being all cutesy with Kevin Durant.
Well, I think they'll find a way to figure it out. I really do, because at the end of the day, it's about the All-Star game. It's about showcasing your talents and all that stuff. But there's some tempers there. There's some bad blood between those guys, obviously. So they got to put those differences aside, and at least for a weekend.
Talking to the great Dominique Wilkins with us here on Tiki and Tierney, CBS Sports Radio.
Hey, Nick, you're judging the slam dunk contest, and I'm looking at the name. I don't know the last guy on this list. Obviously, Aaron Gordon, we know as the runner-up. DeAndre Jordan, he's a pick and roll, dunk at the rim guy all the time, so he's going to be interesting. Glenn Robinson the third. But the kid from the Suns, or at least the D-League Suns, Derrick Jones Jr., what do you know about him? Because BT said he's going to win when I asked him this morning.
Well, I hear a lot of guys talk about him and what he's done down in the D League and what he does in practice and things like that. So I don't know that much about him, but I think it's going to be interesting. And DeAndre Jordan, the first big man since Dwight Howard to participate in the Verizon Slam Dunk contest. So it's going to be interesting to see how these guys fare against Jordan. By the way, fans with unlimited data plans can watch the NBA contest for free on HD all weekend long, so make sure you tune into that. But I think this contest is going to be I still think it's going to be a fun contest, even though Zach LaVine is not participating.
Yeah, no, there's not a lot of big men, as you talk about the guys who have won. Zach LaVine won the last couple of years, and really, it was Dwight Howard in 2008. I'm looking at the list. That was the last, quote, big man, even though Blake Griffin kind of falls in that category, but not really. What is, as a judge, what are you looking for? Is it creativity? Is it like explosiveness? What are you looking for as you sit back here and judge this thing?
When I'm watching the Verizon Slam Dunk contest, what I'm looking for is the creativity and degree of difficulty in each dunk. And, the thing that I tell guys is that don't leave anything at home. Bring out your best stuff, because even though your last dunk might not be as good as the dunk before, you still put yourself in a great situation to win.
But there's only so many dunks you could do here. I mean,
I know. You get limited, right?
What else can you do? Jump from the top of the arena?
Well, I heard somebody talking about the Evel Knievel dunk where you're jumping over a choir.
Oh, geez.
I don't know how that's fair, but
yeah, I got you. Great, Dominique.
That's fair, but good luck.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Better you than us.
If you knock it down, then hell, it's going to be a good thing.
Talking to Dominique Wilkins, Hall of Famer, 11-time All-Star. Now, Nick, if I'm not mistaken, you're in your late 50s, right around there right now?
Well, I'm 50-ish.
I hear you. 50-ish. I got you. Kind of like the TV show Blackish. You're 50-ish, right? I understand.
57.
Okay, 57. And like me, you ruptured your Achilles. When was the last time you dunked? I don't mean creatively. I mean just squeaking one home. Can you still throw one down, Nick?
You know what? I dunked probably about 2 weeks ago, but it took me a week to warm up. And I dunk on Fridays. On Fridays, I'm good.
Yeah, man. Well, I see you can still get it there.
That way you can just lay up over the weekend and recover.
Right.
For Monday.
Right.
You got to go back to work.
Exactly.
Dominique, you know what I wanted to ask you on a serious note.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the front office here at the Hawks, and what transpired at the Garden about a week or so ago with Oakley, who you played against many times, and I know that you know he was as tough as they came. The dynamic owner, former players, every organization's different, but could you imagine on the craziest day at Phillips Arena, Kevin Willis or, I don't know, Tree Rollins, I'm trying to think of some of the guys, the big guys that you played with, getting dragged out of Phillips Arena? Like, what was your reaction to that?
No, I can't. It's hard to imagine anything like that, especially with a guy who played in the organization. I know Oakley very well, and we are very close friends and think a lot of Oak. Hopefully they can resolve that as men and move on. I know that the temperatures are still kind of flaring with that situation. So, my hopes is that they can continue to work to work this thing out.
I think we all want that. Now, for those too young to remember, that one of your chief rivals, obviously, with the Celtics, and you and Bird with that epic fourth quarter. I believe it was '87. I could be off on the year. But it was just insane. Go and check it out on YouTube. It was Neek and Bird exchanging buckets. It was sick. But can you imagine, like, if that happened to the Hawks, that they had to call in Kevin McHale or Robert Parrish to snuff out that beat? I mean, the fact that the Knicks had to call Michael Jordan, their chief rival, is such a pathetic look. Like, how does an owner... to me, that looks bad. I think that looks really strange. And the league office, Dominique, getting the commissioner? Come on.
Well, it should have, again, you take care of your problems in-house. But then again, sometimes you have to use unconventional methods to try to, put out different fires. So, again, it's hard to say what went on because we wasn't there, so it's hard to say what really happened. But, your hopes is, because, you think, I think the world of Oak, because a lot of people think the world of Oak, that situation works itself out. And I don't know how they work it out.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, it seems like it's getting worse. So hopefully that they can come to some type of resolution.
Yeah, your owner, wrestler, and Wilcox, your GM. Did you guys talk about this afterwards? I mean, is there now I don't want to say a protocol, but like, did the other owners, other teams talk about this after this happened?
No, I would say no. We haven't talked about that, but I have to tell you, our ownership starts with Tony Wrestler, who is a wonderful, wonderful owner. We couldn't have, found had a better owner take control of this Atlanta Hawks team.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So, it's a respect level that he gives people within our organization that's unbelievable. And so, Tony Wrestler is a great owner for us. I love him to death, and his family and what he represents. So, we have a very peaceful environment.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing to hear because we're not hearing it in New York where we are with James Dolan and the Knicks. Neat, before we let you go, Slam Dunk, the Verizon Slam Dunk contest is this Saturday at 8 p.m. And don't forget, the Verizon Unlimited customers can watch it free in HD.
I got Verizon, sweet.
Yeah, there you go. You can watch it on your phone if you need to. Neat, what dunk do you want to see that you've never seen?
Well, this year in the Verizon Slam Dunk contest, I would probably like to see someone do an incredible dunk without a prop.
Now we're talking the same language, Nick.
Yeah,
I'm with you, pal.
Because you guys didn't need it.
All this nonsense with stickers and cars and choirs and bands and chairs. Give me a break.
Mascot on roller
So
skates.
you don't want to see the Evil Knievel dunk?
I'm not going to pass.
No, I don't want somebody in the choir getting drilled in the face by some basketball player's knee, bloody nose and everything else that comes with it.
Oh man, your dunks were just incredible. Listen, a lot of them. We're both in our early 40s. I mean, so. You're our generation. Our younger fans, encouraged, go to YouTube and check out a young Neek. It was absolutely incredible. Dominique, always a pleasure. Good luck with the Verizon stuff. This seems pretty cool with the dunk contest, obviously, on TNT Saturday. Hall of Famer and part of the front office for the Hawks. Thanks, Neeks. Really cool catching up, buddy.